Broski got me. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of her ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6. The tight end Fant in motion. That's taken in by Shakir. A pickup there of 13. First down, Cowboys.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. To throw is Levis. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's a handoff to Bigsby running left. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On second down, Levis. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And he'll take it on in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Dak going to put it up right away. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 2nd down, it's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He gets this one complete to Pittman. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll throw again. Dak. Again, working deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Levis. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's 3rd and 7. The tight end Fant in motion. From the gun, it's Levis. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Williams in motion. On play action. Here's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
First down, Prescott. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. A good spot here. Second and a yard. Play fake. Prescott. He'll look deep for Pittman. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it's going to be third down. Try and run for the first down with Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Prescott to throw it on fourth down. That's taken in. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Prescott on first down. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. Set to go now on first and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. A first down throw for Prescott. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on second and 4. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Catch made, that's Pittman.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They send him right out of the slot. On third down, Prescott. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On first and 10, here's Levis. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The tight end Fant in motion. Throwing on second down, Levis. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. Third down coming up.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First and 10. Here's Levis. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's a handoff to Bigsby.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Third down, 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He gets that to his big target, Fant. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
In motion, Shakir. On first down, Levis. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Eagles will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Williams in motion. On first and 10, Prescott. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Prescott. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Prescott from the gun on third down. He's going to look downfield once again. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jerron Payne there for the stop. Here's second and 6. Again, it's Jones. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
First and 10 now from the 36. Williams in motion. On the play fake, Dak. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Second down, Prescott. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Taking off, he'll carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Cowboys have it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Levis. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Once again, it's Bigsby. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Levis. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
From the gun, it's Levis. That is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Henderson. And the Eagles are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he will take this one in. 82 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Eagles will get out in front, 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Levis to throw. $13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to find themselves having...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Pullman. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Levis to throw it here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. George Karlaftis, the former Boiler. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing is Levis. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Levis. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Dak going to throw it here on first down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Zerline kick, up and good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Levis from out of the pistol. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To throw is Levis. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A second down throw here for Levis. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's Jones. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. First down throw there is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
He'll look deep for Pittman. And this will be incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Again, Prescott to the air. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make him cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
On second down, Levis. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's all.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot.
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got it at about the 8. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Levis. There's the big tight end fast. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. A huge play for Dallas. An even 40 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here's Levis. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Anthony Gould was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. 2nd and goal. Now, Levis. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. The Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from...
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we ain't friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a